for investigation. But to write a book like this, you are traveling. African scholars don't have access to funds for research. They are struggling in our universities. If you know how much South Korea is putting into education, having said that, we can still read their ideas and learn some lessons. Congo, the Epic History of a People, a book written by David Van Rilbrock. And don't say books are expensive. I know times are hard. I know. Times are hard. So when I say you are screaming a bimpa mio, a bimpa, I'm not laughing at you really. I'm only saying wake up. Just wake up. I know people are hungry. I know. I feel it. I feel it. As I'm coming out from this studio now, I see hungry people at the gate. You see them, they're everywhere in radio stations. Once they hear that a politician has come to a radio station, they all besiege the gate. Even sometimes I don't envy the politician. You know, they just want to collect. We need to save our people from themselves. That is why I'm calling on the governor to protect the mining sites. And Governor Makinde has been proactive. Though you don't hear it in the news. But he's gradually taking over the mining sites. He's protecting them from exploitation. Well done, Mr. Governor. Though there is more to be done because the state cannot still control this site. It's the federal government that has the power to control the mining sector. Mining is in the exclusive list. It's not in the concurrent list. Let's listen to the Commissioner of Information, Dr. Oyelade. In February, we talked about what the government is doing to protect some of these sites. Let's reflect on that story again.
In the middle of December, the state governor had been working on a particular project. It is called Operation Stillwater. He's been working with the Nigerian Air Force, with the permission of Abuja, the federal government, of course. The governor has been working with the army and, of course, our own local architecture here, the Amotekun and Operation Burst. We've been working together to comb the Oyo National Park of illegal miners who resided there. So for many weeks, all these security men were there with the full encouragement of the state government to ensure that they are rooted, especially because of occurrences like this. And I can report to you that that operation was successfully carried out by all the security arms I've described. As a matter of fact, the day the state government had its annual Christmas mega chorus day, which was December 21, the governor attended in the evening. And by 10 o'clock, around midnight actually, he left for Igbeti, the location of the operation, to root out all these illegal miners. He got there at 4:30 a.m. Okay? When he got there, all the security leaders were already waiting for him, the GOC, the commanders, and he was briefed. The operation was carried out, and it was very successful. So it is a preemptive measure, and it is a symptom and a sign that out of his own good judgment, he had been able to see ahead and to be proactive in ensuring that illegal miners do not fester in this horizon. Unfortunately, we had what we had last Tuesday night.
Yes, I saw a video of you covering that operation in the Okyogun Axis. Were any of these illegal miners arrested in that operation?
Yes, about a dozen of them.
Who are they? Where are they from?
Mostly from the north.
They are Nigerians?
Not all of them, but you will permit me not to speak about any form of fatality. It is not in my purview to so do.
These illegal miners, who are those behind them?
Let's call them businessmen. But the truth of the matter is, yes, they are here in Oyo State, and they use, they are very dangerous people, well armed and prosperous, rich. Don't forget that they are not only in Oyo State, they are in parts of other states, even in the southwest, because it is anywhere they can find these mineral resources that they go to. They are in Oshu area, for instance. They have literally taken over the economy and the place. We are not going to allow that to happen here. That's the resolution of His Excellency, Governor Seyi Makinde.
State Affairs with Edmondo Bilo is live.
All right, the lines are open. 070 144 75770 and 070 694 93000. So you can call in. Let's hear from you. 070 694 93000 or 080 915 51055. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Edmond.
Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Edmond.
So make your point.
Yeah, this is Tayo Ajani, the miner. Good morning, Edmond.
Yeah.
Quite a while.
Good to hear your voice. I had just cued your insert, but now you say what you want to say.
Yeah, no problem. Let me just quickly give you a rundown. There's so many things that happened between the last time we talked and now. A rundown for 2 minutes. Now, Governor Makinde had not only tried to curtail illegal mining, he has also, within the purview of the laws, the present law. Remember, I told you that the problem starts from the resource allocation, setup in Nigeria. This everything being centralized. But that being as it may, Oyo State government has applied for mining licenses. But my fear is now anything government, will it not go the way of government? I heard, you know what, it's my job, I'm a consultant, so I get information from everywhere. I heard that it's trying to get foreign investors to come in to take up those mining leases. But apart from seem to have the evolution of power that will enable the local government, there's also effort by Seyi Makinde to work within the existing setup. So the state government has applied for mining licenses, and it was with the minister 2 weeks back to facilitate it. That's one. But what that miner in Nasarawa spoke about is the same thing across board. The barite that is the major constituent in the drilling fluid, the companies that collect them in Port Harcourt, they are the ones that they have the scale. They can always manipulate the scale to tell you what your thing is measuring. They will take the samples and go into the lab and come out. So they tell you what you are weighing and what your weight and what your quality is, and they tell you their price. So you know that won't work. But let me just tell you that government has set up some buying centers where they will first do all of those things. It will be miner driven. So they will know it. They would have done their testing. Then they said, now look, you company for weight and quality. So that's about Edmond. There are critical minerals that we have not touched. You know, I told you, critical minerals, every county have mined we've done exploration work in Nigeria and outside Niger. Every blessed community has something that can be worked on. But it's the same people, and when you are looking up to the foreigners to come and do it, it's the same thing that will happen. Will they not protect their interests? Those miners are impoverished. Most of these artisanal small-scale mining are poverty-driven. Let them encourage them to have cooperatives. Let them have services that they can be educated, taught on how to do it. And then we also have processing facilities that are coming up now for lithium in Nasarawa State, big one. And government is trying to make it mandatory for foreign companies. Now, when you're coming in, you cannot get a mining license except you beneficiate here. So hopefully, if the Nigerian factor doesn't come in, and that will not be government, that will be the people involved. So if the Nigerian factor will not come in, there are so many things to talk about. I mean, you know,
what is this Nigerian factor? So what is Nigerian? What is Nigerian factor, Mr. Ajani?
Yeah, the Nigerian factor is now, even when a system is set up and it works in other places, why? Ask yourself, why doesn't it work here? Let me tell you something today. Let us come down to the current situation now. The fuel that is scarce now. NNPC is selling at 580. In this Ibadan, some people sell for 900, 1,000. So between and air, all of the private people get their fuel from NNPC. So are you telling me that it takes, remove 580 from 800, 900? That is the margin that so many people have put themselves along the value chain to make. Some people now, the last 2 weeks, they've made tens of millions because they capitalize on the issue. That's Nigerian factor. The Nigerian factor is you and I. The greed, the avarice, the not caring whose out is gird. I must make it, I must survive. Now, things are hard, there's inflation, but let me ask you, are those prices really reflective of the inflation? Now, if there's 10, 15% inflation, 20% inflation rate, and you are selling times 3, 4 times, is that fair? That's Nigerian factor, Edmond. Good morning.
Thank you. Thank you for calling the radio station. Thank you. The lines are open. Let's hear from you. I hope you are in this class of politics and power.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning, Sadui Modagbe.
Yes. Is it not logical to say that economic interest started all this struggle is good to hedge it? But to me, I think we are not very